All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Freezin for NFC North Podcast, episode 152. Packers pounce on Lions, Bears hibernate in the fourth quarter, plus week 2 previews. Lots of stuff to get to as we get started. You can find me on NFLOutdated on YouTube, on Twitter. You can find us on the Freezin #4 pod on TikTok. You can even find us on Instagram. At NFLOutdated, starting to post a little bit more content on there and get that going. As we get started, Skullman, where can everyone find you?
You can hit me up on X, Twitter, at Skullman Sports. Love to be here. I'm a happy man after last week.
Hey, you and your 175,000 other friends who connected with me this week. Gotta have shout out to the Vikings fans who are here. Once they're winning, right? Seventh letter, once they're winning. We'll get to that as well.
I'm here every week.
You are. Sure. We'll see about that. We'll get to that as well. But someone who's always winning, RevTrev, all your content, great stuff. Where can everyone find that fantastic content?
Yeah, you can find me at RevTrevNFL everywhere. It's a good time to be a Green Bay Packers fan, just saying. Woo! Let's go.
All right. Well, we'll give this seat to you now, even though you lost. Seventh letter. Where can everyone find you?
Seventh letter 4, Twitter X, same OG on Instagram and Facebook.
Okay, perfect. Well, lots to talk about this week, and let's go ahead. I'm going to give it out to you, Trev, since the Packers won the first game of the weekend for the division team. So Packers pounce on Lions 27-13. Hand out some helmet stickers. Give us all the positives from the green and gold.
I think what was surprising was the dominance. I was not expecting that. I still believe in Detroit. I think they're very good, and I give them a lot of respect. But I still am shocked at what happened. It was glorious and wonderful. I'm sorry, Gerard. Okay, it was glorious for me. That I did not see coming. So that was a lot of fun. I mean, I never saw a universe that saw Green Bay stop the run. We never stopped the run, ever. And that Sunday we did. We were unbelievable. And then I was worried about the second half, to be honest, because I'm like, God, Detroit's going to make their halftime adjustments, and we're going to see, the old Lions. And so I was really excited about that because I'm like, oh, this game's going to get good. And we just kept the pedal to the metal. And so helmet stickers, obviously, Jordan Love's first half was amazing. I would give a helmet sticker as well to Parsons. Limited snaps, very, very effective. Another helmet sticker I'd give is Edrin Cooper. Edrin James. You can tell I played fantasy football a long time ago. Edrin Cooper, my boy. I've been telling everyone he's the real deal. He's the real deal.
That's your guy.
He was first in coverage stops, and like the stats on him from week 1. Nobody's talking about him. That was amazing. What's a name that no one ever heard on Sunday? It was like McKinney, who didn't really do much, and it's like he's one of our stars, and like that's how good it went. So
did you get a penalty on him though? I thought.
Yeah, that's the only thing people know. Like he got a big penalty, and I'm like, oh gee, here we go. Yeah. So I think coaching was great. There's so much to talk about. Gary, Van Ness looked good, but I think it's the Parsons effect in all honesty. But it was glorious. It was wonderful. And you guys all know on this channel, I predicted the Lions to win. And you did. Apparently my reverse picks work. It worked on both of them. And I didn't plan it. I was being honest. I didn't think we were going to beat Detroit. And we found a way. Even Reed is in a walking boot, guys, this week. And he went and scored a touchdown. It's like, what's going on here? That pass across the middle to Kraft was absolutely stellar. What a dot. What a catch. It was just an amazing day all around. I really, really enjoyed watching it. So,
well, yeah, seventh letter, they really dog walked the Lions. I mean, they put a collar on them and put them in a cage, petted them a little bit, gave them a sedative, whatever. I don't know. Jared Goff, he looked like the I don't know, like a high school quarterback. I mean, I don't know, Gerard. Jared Goff, I mean, this is not boding well for the entire Lions season, huh? I love the memes of the 0-1 with St. Brown. I think that's
It's all right. Every dog has his day. It was tough to watch, but I mean, once they realized that we wasn't going to threaten them down the field, they just committed to the run. They knew he wasn't going to do nothing deep because we didn't have enough time. They just kept attacking that middle. They put Micah Parsons on the center. Graham Glasgow, who is a backup. He's done. He's just not. He doesn't have any speed. He can't get to the second level. He missing assignments and everything. Like, he's not helping two young guys in the middle. So
I got a new nickname for him.
Fuck him.
How about that too? Glass jaw.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. So
he's been playing for us for a while. We drafted him. He left. He came back. He was good. He was good at guard, serviceable at guard, but he is not a center. And I think if we want to save the season, we gotta make adjustments there. We gotta make a change there. Put somebody else there because he's not good. I can't. I've been complaining about him all summer.
Mm-hmm.
All summer.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And I like the excited seventh letter. I mean, I'll get you excited a little bit. I'm sure for sure.
Man, I'm not wearing no lion shit until we get shit together. I don't like when I told you, when I lose, I die for a whole week.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't want to look. I ain't looking at nothing about football this week. I don't want to see it. I'm just here because I have obligations.
Well,
if I'm here when I win, I gotta be here.
You do, and obviously we talked about that. Vikings fans kind of sometimes.
Let me say this. If this reminds me of that Bucks game, if all the times we got in the red zone, we put 7 in there, we would have been all right. This is a different game. So I'm very, 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 very much so looking forward to the second game because by then the offense will gel. Put Tesla in the game. We have to. It's time to play a different style. We can't play that cute shit anymore. Ben Johnson had, as you see, like you got to have a good quarterback to play in that offense. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be a cerebral quarterback to play in that offense. Like you saw, Caleb Williams got all the talent in the world outside the pocket. All the talent in the world. In the pocket, he was missing everything.
Layups. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Before we talk about that, welcome in.
If we scored 7s instead of 3s and interceptions, it would have been a much different ball game. That's all I have to say. It's just I'm very much so looking for. So if we lose the first 4, we'll just go, 13.
Number 1 pick.
No, 13 and 4.
So before we kind of get going as well, welcome in Shelby. Where can everyone find you as we kind of get going here with the games?
Shelby Tweten on Instagram, Twitter X, and the Skull Queen on TikTok.
A seventh letter, we always have this Viking contingent when they're doing well. So we got to keep this up. So obviously we love having you back, Shelby. As your schedule.
Game 1. We've only had 1 game.
We've been here all summer, Shelby.
All summer.
But I don't come in the summer. I don't.
You hide in the
She's
summer.
a teacher.
When you lose, you hide.
We're not losing in the summer.
You're not as bad as Dave and all the other many Daves. And Skull Man, you've taken your licks here. So let's get into that. I'm gonna give Shelby.
Take your licks.
Well, yeah, I mean, when I kind of
You got the licks, man. The licks is coming for you. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Let's get into it, Shelby.
Shall we?
The Vikings pillaged Bears late, 27-24. Hand out your helmet stickers.
Go
I
ahead.
mean,
Say his name.
JJ McCarthy. I mean, obviously, that's who it's gonna go to.
Anakin.
JJ McCarthy, Wilson really stepped up when Cashman went down. I really like Jordan Mason. I think he looks great. And then now, of course, I'm blanking, but our new punt returner. I don't know if you know him.
I thought it was Powell, but I don't know. He was out.
It's not Powell. It's a new guy, and he was looking
Miles.
great.
Miles?
What is his name?
Miles Price, I think.
Miles Price. Well, he did his thing, but it's not about how you start; it's how you finish.
Oh,
Skull man. What about you? Hand out your helmet stickers for those victorious Vikings.
I mean, obviously, I could reiterate everything that was already said, but I'll not make it too hard on you. So I'll just add in also.
Punish him. Punish him.
Bring it.
I'm gonna give it honestly also to Will the Thrill. I think like that 59 of the tied for the longest on Soldier Field. I think that's a good accomplishment. Outside of the obvious ones, I would also say Jordan Mason. I think he was the bigger, like honestly, like once he started like getting fed, that's where that's where when like McCarthy got better and everything. So
so you got better when there was a running game. Got it. So he's not really that good.
Okay, here we go.
I mean,
I got an offensive line now.
Guess what? In the Detroit game when they couldn't run the ball, they got
couldn't.
smoked.
Yeah.
All
right, so
the run
so I
game
get-
is important.
I
Andy.
know Caleb Williams wants to run by himself, but
Hey, he was
probably
10
would be
for
better
10.
if he could just.
He was 10 for 10. And, obviously I've had fun with the Vikings fans.
He was 10 for 10.
He was 10 for 10. And
What did you end up with?
21 for 35.
all right, so we'll get there. Okay, so yes, the Bears did hibernate in the fourth quarter. Obviously Cairo Santos missing that field goal was huge, passing out blame. But really,
Actually get out the end zone. Go ahead.
What was that?
I think that's a coaching.
I mean,
mistake,
you weren't in the end zone other than the first drive.
I'm telling you.
Hey, we controlled that game. The biggest thing is what I've been saying on Twitter. Obviously JJ McCarthy had that pick six, horrible. The Mannings,
Terrible.
thought he didn't even deserve to be on a high school field. That's how bad he was, JJ McCarthy. But he started to do good when, obviously going to the game, it was tough for the Bears. Jalen Johnson was out. Kyler Gordon was out. So the top two plus Terrell Smith is out. He was fighting for playing time as a cornerback in training camp. He's out. So those top three are out. And then also the guy himself who got the pick six, Nashawn Wright, went down for a few plays. So then, they got the running game going. So that's when JJ McCarthy started going good. So all you Vikings fans that are saying, oh, hey, player of the week, no thanks. No, get out of here.
It wasn't just the Vikings.
That's
You got
not what
NFC
happened.
player of the
Get
week.
out of here.
What happened? Caleb Williams missed a whole bunch of open people.
I'll get to that.
Quarter. Caleb Williams choked. That's
no, it wasn't choke. Okay, so yes. Here's the thing with Caleb Williams. Yes, absolutely. He could have played better. That's the problem. He missed some plays because he's too he's got to be deprogrammed from last year, and he's scared of making that turnover, and so he is,
He's
needs
scared
to make
in general. He just runs around.
He actually was quite elusive to the Vikings in that game.
I mean, I tweeted out like when it was happening. It's like the gif of like Rocky chasing the chicken. That's how it was. That's how it was.
It was
like we couldn't. But the thing is, eventually Rocky gets the chicken.
Yes.
And that's what happened.
And then it was down once our defense figured him out, he was down.
No, the defense didn't figure him out. Basically, the Bears got tired out. The Bears got tired out. It wasn't quite figured out. The Bears got tired out because of Jordan Mason. I give it to Jordan Mason. They really.
We're talking about Williams, Jordan. That's your defense. We're talking about your offense.
Yeah, and the offense, it was just really tough to kind of, get things kind of untracked. I give it up for your defense coordinator. He's fantastic. The Vikings defense is legit. The Bears defense obviously had all those injuries. Plus, we had our linebacker, that was out, TJ Edwards. So really, we were dominating with, not even a full strength.
Who on the Vikings is out? Since we want to talk about injuries,
let's go.
Harrison Smith, Christian Darrisaw, Addison, and then Cashman went out.
Yeah.
One of the best left tackles in the NFL. What did you talk about? Yeah,
exactly.
Darrisaw, yes. Okay, but just not as much as the Bears. So hey, we're full steam ahead. Bears are still on track for 11-6.
I'm not gonna lie. Sky's the limit. You had us in the first half. The first half, I was so stressed. I was in such a bad mood. Because, yes, McCarthy looked like shit, but at the same time, it's his first game in the NFL. If you look back at all the other people's first game in the NFL, most of them are pretty much shit. So, to be expected, he was sloppy. But when it mattered, he turned it around, regardless of if he lost corners or not. Our defense, because what do you say? Defenses win games, right? So take away all of our points. You guys didn't do anything. And then when you did, there was no clock management.
Yeah, that's
Williams, he just runs around like crazy. And you guys were like controlled. But you were only controlled because our defense didn't. But then once the defense got cooking, then there was nothing else you guys could do after that. You didn't even score. You got 2 touchdowns and one of them was from us.
It was in prevent.
Well, all right. So, 7:30, you're gonna like this because you talk about who is shit and whatever. DeAndre Swift, and that's the problem. I think the difference between what the Vikings were doing. They had Jordan Mason. Obviously, there was no Aaron Jones. They were going with Jordan Mason, and
well, even one of our touchdowns was Jones. It just was receiving.
Right. But with how the ground and pound, he has that. DeAndre Swift that 7th letter. He does not do that. Unfortunately, the Bears are not built for that. So that's going to be an issue going forward. But hey, we got these things kind of cleaned up. There were some other issues too, right? So here's some other blame. The offensive line, all those penalties, that was an issue in preseason. So that there were some drive killers there. Plus, there was also a phantom holding call that really changed the game. So when you look at the score and so really the Bears had this game. Okay, come on.
There was
David
plenty
Campbell.
of really bad non-holding calls too. So that phantom holding call, no. We're not bringing that to the table.
Oh, I bring everything to the table.
Also,
but hey,
you can bring it to the table, but no one's gonna eat it.
Are we talking about the Naylor phantom call?
No, that was
the one that we're referencing.
No. The phantom holding call on my tackle. No, that was not a call.
Where he jumps on him after he pushes him down.
That's not a holding call. That's not a holding call.
Yeah, you're not allowed to just lay on them after you get them to the ground.
Yeah, I think you can.
You can't. Do you look it up right now? You got your computer there?
I think it's probably
what happened. The defense. Once what's the name knew
you do
that he didn't have Jared Goff throwing the ball and not getting the ball out, and he was going to try to run and get scared, and he was going to overthrow everybody and try to be Superman again. He just pinned them ears back and started coming after Caleb. That's
all right. I'll give you that. Yes, Caleb does need to get the ball out a little faster.
He's look at all this holding the ball. -1 yards with all those receivers. -1 yard, yo.
Hey, no one can rain on my parade tonight. Like, you got all that stuff, and we really should have won that game. So, hey, we're still in position for 11. Still in position.
I'm gonna hold up real quick. Another thing to be said. Now, I know we talked about JJ McCarthy, and we all said we've never seen him play. But there's something to be said about somebody that's won a national championship. Because when it all mattered, even after the ugly pick 6, in the fourth quarter when it mattered, homeboy had the ice in his veins. Yeah. He knew how to win. And the Bears and Caleb Williams, it looked just like Justin Fields. All over again, yo.
Do you know what helped him, though? Do you know what helped him?
They're being corners out.
Caleb Williams holding the ball and missing DJ Moore down the sideline. Caleb missing the tight end across
running game. If you have an effective running game,
he had people wide open.
I agree. Absolutely agree. He
wide
can be better.
Open. He cannot make the layup, yo. He only know how to do the 360. That's
He'll get there. He'll get there.
Windmills. The pass that he made to Roma Doomsday on the sideline in the first half, amazing.
That was cool.
Amazing.
Yeah, that was
amazing. Yeah, he does all.
I think that was more on a Doomsday catching it than anything. But
he was at the sideline. It was a rope. It was a beautiful pass.
You want to talk about McCarthy and say, oh, he only did good because of this and this. No, but let's look at the touchdowns. The one was in double coverage. He slanged that ball into Justin Jefferson.
That's fair. He did.
Then I'll give you the Jones one maybe because the guy wasn't catching him. But then when he ran that ball in, he went in between Hawkinson and the defender. And literally, even Hawkinson was like, whoa, because he made that fucking play. So to sit here and say that that's the only reason 2 of the touchdowns was strictly JJ McCarthy's talent.
Hawkinson was like, look, I blocked.
He literally in the slow-mo, he's like this, and then he gets up and he's like, oh my
God.
Well, hey, you know what time it is? It's time to turn the page to week 2 and everything.
No. We got lots to talk about here.
There you go, Trev. It's Trev's there.
Go ahead, Trev.
Listen. I'll give some props.
I want to hear the Packers fan speak Viking phrases.
Please.
I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
This to me was the greatest week 1 ever.
There was.
You have the Packers dominating Detroit. Did not see that coming. Sunday night, Bills, Ravens. That might be the greatest week 1 game of all time.
Oh my gosh, that was.
And then
insane.
Monday night is glorious. You have no idea how big my smile was watching that, because when he threw that pick 6, I'm like, that's it. This thing's over. How many people turned it off? I'll give some props though to you, Andy. Andy, I'll give you a couple of props to our smash it as pieces, okay? Okay. I like Zacchaeus kid.
Yeah, Olumide Zacchaeus.
I like that guy.
Yep.
I like that guy.
He was good throughout the training camp as well. So
I thought Caleb had moments where he looked decent. I would say he's good. He's not great.
He's getting, yeah.
But everyone told me in the comments, and I'm telling you, you know me. Bears fans come after me, okay? A guy told me that they have the Bears, okay, have the best in the division, the best wide receivers, the best O-line, and the best tight ends. And I spit water out of my mouth when I saw this. The best O-line? This has been your problem for how long? 5 years? And everyone's been telling me, oh, they're the 4th best O-line in all of football. Well, guess what? The second half adjustments, actually, I don't know what Minnesota did. All of a sudden, they were coming like a flood, and you didn't have an answer for it. They were coming from every side, and there was nothing you guys could do because your O-line's not fixed.
Well,
it's not fixed.
Yeah, it is, but part of it is having a balanced game, and DeAndre Swift is not it. And I think we've said this all along. And so I think, and that's why I'm going to say that's why JJ did well. If you have a balanced, game plan, you know that you don't have to just key on one thing. And they were keying on Caleb, and they were keying on that because they knew that the Bears could not get maybe more than 1 or 2 yards per run. And that's the problem with Swift, is not being able to get those hard yards. And so
he ran somebody over.
What's that?
You ran somebody over.
Not enough. So
okay, let me just one last thing. Okay, this is Bears Twitter. Okay, this is not this is not Packers. This is not Vikings. This is what Bears fans said after sleeping on it for 24 hours. What would you think? Problems with the Bears. Number one from a Bears fan. O-line again. Number 2, quarterback is a bust. Number 3.
Okay, get out. That's why I stay off the Bears Twitter.
I'm telling you right now. I'll send this to you. Number 3, GM's horrible. Number 4, kickers. Number 5,
what that is?
Based on number 3, lack of talent on the roster. Another Bears fan said it was a collective collapse. Williams couldn't hit a receiver even if the Vikings defense wasn't on the field. Defense ran out of gas, and yes, the refs did blow a few calls.
Trev, my guy JJ Leahy, a big Packer fan, he's been known to have some Bears accounts, so that's probably all from him on that Bears Twitter. I'm sure that's him. All Packer fans kind of infiltrating my Bears space.
Okay,
that's why I stay off of that one.
Last week you told me you only listened to one doctor.
Skull yes.
Now you're telling me that Bears fans can't post because they're not telling the truth. You know how many Bears fans are worried that Caleb Williams is a bust?
Oh no, those are the false fans. So I've got my good Bears fans that I trust. So
7th letter made a good point. Ben Johnson is used to having a pocket quarterback. Even look at Jared Goff. Part of the reason that he didn't do good against Green Bay is they got him in the pocket. Where Caleb Williams is someone that the second that the pocket starts collapsing, he starts dancing around. It doesn't matter what, he's just boom, 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 boom. Which in the beginning, yes. I was like, damn, we can't fucking tackle this motherfucker to save our lives. But then again, the second that I do think Flores was like, oh, yeah, this is Ben Johnson's offense. And they're playing it like him rather than being around Caleb Williams. And I do think that played a part in the adjustment. And he's in for a rude awakening because Williams and Goff couldn't be any more opposite in the way that they operate. And I think part of the reason that we had a bad 3 quarters is Kevin O'Connell didn't play any of the starters in preseason either. So that was their first
now
time.
They're Viking. What is this? Viking excuses? Come on.
I'm not saying they're excuses, but I'm saying
Bears,
we're allowed. We won the game. We're allowed to say things.
You can say things all you want, but Dennis Allen is he's not as Flores yet, but he is a very good defensive coordinator, and I think he was confusing JJ and obviously rightfully so. And I'm a big KOC fan. That 7th letter, the big KOC, and and I think he had some really good offensive adjustments, putting it on Jordan Mason, putting it on the running game. And then kind of simplifying it for JJ, just throw it to Justin Jefferson. So those type of things.
Running that thing right at Sweat. Right at Sweat.
Yeah. He was absolutely. He was pretty quiet too. So yeah. So I get it.
Also on the coaching. Say something? Yeah. Oh, also, so I apologize for everyone with my voice. This comes from being a Vikings fan on Monday night and also being a secondary Bills fan for Sunday night. I was worse yesterday. This is definitely positive. So my voice is definitely less. But on the coaching part, honestly, I actually am now starting to a little bit question Ben Johnson's coaching.
Ooh.
One, for all the other reasons that she said, I think that is definitely a problem. And they weren't able to rebound and be able to figure things out. But the little things, for example, the challenge that with the Hawkinson potential fumble, that's a very specific rule that as fans, if we don't know it, that's fine because we're not going to know the intricacies. As a coach, you got to know that. Like those are the things you have to know. And then the kick, the last kick that like Ty Chandler brought out at the end. Like, yeah, that is a coaching thing. He should have kicked it out of bounds. Those are coaching problems. I'm not saying I'm like saying that
the guy just didn't have the leg for it.
Yeah. Well, he could have honestly, he could have just kicked it like just randomly that it would have given them because the clock wouldn't have gone down.
Yeah.
So it's I question coaching because those are coaching things. So I'm not saying I'm throwing the towel in on him yet, but those are things that as a coach you got to know versus like KOC going
run it out.
That's experience. Hey, I love all this hate. I'll take it. All this doubt.
It's not hate. It's not hate. It's objective statements. It's objective statements. It's not hate.
Have some growth as a coach, and he's gonna get it right. And with all that, and Caleb is as well. Hey, we're on to Detroit.
He's smart. He's smart. I think that he'll start utilizing Caleb's legs a little more because he's more successful rolling. You know what I'm saying? I think that he'll incorporate that more in the offense. He kind of left him in the pocket in the second half, and I'm like, he's killing him with his legs. They can't really touch him, and I don't understand why he didn't keep on utilizing that. And that's something that I always told y'all would be killing him with the run. And this bastard straight passes. He started off 10-10. Oh, he hot. Then after that, he's like 0 for 6. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what. Stop passing the ball. Use his legs, boots, things that's gonna make him misdirection. You know what I'm saying? The Vikings blitz and they're fast. So doing some type of make him use that speed against him. And he didn't do it. He just.
I think he got scared after that one big sack. Because then all of a sudden he was like, and then he got sacked again the next play.
Shit, after that, every time he threw the ball, he's getting hit. Like, he gets the line. You know what I'm saying?
Guys, he stepped out of bounds.
Yes.
All right.
And lost.
He wasn't in the end zone and stepped out of the back. He was on the sideline.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all right, let's move and turn the page to week 2. I'm sure we could. You guys could pile on all night.
I get it though.
Pile on all night.
Let's go move on.
I'm taking it. Throw it on. We're coming week 2. But let's start off.
But in the good news, Andy, the Bears are better. The Bears are better.
Yeah,
and that. You know what? Your defense is legit, in my opinion. Still, like I still think it's very good. Of course, the injuries, all that stuff. But I'm with you. Like. I was legitimately worried that you guys were going to win. I was like, this is going to suck because we had the most glorious Sunday afternoon game of the week. And then the Bears are going to win. And I'm not going to hear the end of it. And it was just, I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't care that you guys are division rivals. I love the Minnesota Vikings right now. Like to win like that.
Wow.
That was just beautiful. Thank you so much, Minnesota. Thank you.
All right. Let's move on to Thursday night football. Commanders at Packers. Surprisingly, the Packers are 3.5-point favorites on Thursday night football over under 48.5. So, Trev, what are some keys that you see for the Packers playing the Commanders?
Yeah, we knew the first 2 weeks were going to be tough. And some people, like Andy was saying, we're going to be 0-2, how we're going to start. But the Commanders are a real deal. You don't just get to the NFC Championship game by accident. They're very good. The good news is I keep thinking, when I think about this matchup, I keep hearing Seventh Letter's quote that we play scrambling quarterbacks well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing that keeps, I'm thinking, you know what? I think we're going to keep Jaden Daniels in check with the scrambling. And once that happens, I don't think they have a strong run game. I think the Parsons impact is still going to be there. The problem with this game is it's a quick turnaround, and we are facing a lot of struggles injuries wise. They're still playing through it, but it to me, that's the thing that worries me the most is a bunch of injuries happening, or just kind of, unable to have enough body rest time to do that. But there's no excuses. You got to win. It doesn't matter who your opponent is. You got to come. But I think if we can get the pressure on the quarterback like we did last week, and we win the O-line. The O-line for us last week was insanely good. So if you let Jordan Love get time, he cooks. That's just a fact. I mean, he doesn't miss throws like Caleb as much as Caleb does. I'm telling you that right now. You keep calling him mid. If you think Jordan Love's mid, then you must think that Caleb Williams is dog crap. I'm telling you that right now.
He missed one early, like really bad. So
yes, he did.
He got paid. He got paid.
It doesn't matter. It's not coming out of your pocket, right? So we're good. I don't care what they get paid, as long as they produce. And guess what? He produces. So I think we're going to run the ball a lot more effectively against this team. Josh Jacobs is going to get it going. I think there's going to be a lot more of Jacobs' play calling there. And we got to hold on. They have some great wide receivers as well. We held the wide receivers in check because we got to Goff. The problem is Goff is not a mobile quarterback. Daniels is. And Daniels right now looks like the best quarterback coming out of that draft. So we've got our hands full. We got our handfuls.
He and Bo Nick.
So you're picking the Packers to win?
Well, I don't want to because I'm always wrong. So if I pick the Commanders, we're gonna win. Okay, so I'm gonna say I'm staying neutral on this one, but you know who I'm cheering for? The green and gold, baby.
All right, so let's kind of go around the horn here. I'll go last. So seventh letter, are you picking the Packers or the Commanders?
I'm picking the Packers because I think the Packers have really fast linebackers, and I think that they can spy Jaden Daniels pretty well. That's why they play against running quarterbacks so well, because they've got the speed that they have at linebacker. Now they'll what's your middle linebacker name? The big motherfucker from Georgia. What's his name?
Quay Walker.
Quay Walker. Now he'll get stupid sometimes, but he is
he's fast.
He's a freak. Big and fast. So, him and the other guy, 56.
Edrin Cooper.
Yeah, they quick. So they'll heat you up. They'll blitz you. And then you got Micah Parsons, who's another sub 4.4 guy. So there's a lot of speed there. They got a lot of speed. So I think that they condense the pocket, make him have to. Jaden Daniels is cool and relaxed. It's not going to be a blowout. It'll be a lot closer than our game. I'll tell you that. Because of his athletic ability. But maybe watch out for Debo. Debo kind of been a Packer killer.
That's true.
Yeah.
But if because Debo started getting busy a little bit late in the game last week against the Giants, and Giants got a good pass rush too. So it's gonna be a good game. It's a good Thursday night game. It's not like the old ones. Titans in the freaking, I saw all of the Jaguar games that I think I ever want to see on that channel.
Shelby, Shelby, are you going Packers or are you going Commanders?
I have a lot of faith in McDaniels. Or not McDaniels. I'm thinking McCarthy every second of the day now.
Oh, gosh.
Jaden Daniels, I have a lot of confidence in him. Like you said, he was in the NFC Championship last year for a reason. And there was a couple games against the Bears, I think was one of them, that he had a pretty good game against.
No, he did not. He did not. That
that
Caleb
was just your Bear that fucked up and decided to
Caleb
celebrate
outperformed
early.
him. He just
Okay.
Tyreek Stevenson had a very bad game.
Yes, he did.
But
yes, correct.
I think this is actually more of a test to Green Bay's defense. I agree with what Seventh Letter said, but even what Trev said, they may be good against a scrambling quarterback last year. But again, that's why I don't say anything until the current year. And we don't know how they are this year because Goff is such a pocket quarterback. So it's going to be interesting seeing them against someone who's so good with their legs. And it's not just like he's a Caleb Williams where he just scrambles around. He's someone that actually
pile it
is
on,
good with
pile
his
it
legs.
on. I got receipts. It's all right.
So I think it's also going to be a really good, really close game. I'm glad that at least so far this year, it seems like they're putting more effort into the Thursday night football games. I think they heard everyone be like, wow, these games fucking suck.
Look at that. NFL putting effort. How about that?
Right. I'm cheering for the Commanders. I think it's going to be a good game, and it's going to be a close game.
All right. So Washington, you're saying Washington's going to win. Skullman.
I think Green Bay has like obviously a good case for it. Like I think everything that they said it also is accurate. I think this is going to be the harder like running quarterback situation. Obviously Daniels is really, really good. Arguably week 1 was versus the Giants, so who knows what happens there. But I think there's also with their running back who's like supposed to be their RB1 going forward, Bill, I think is what they call him. But his I think like he looked really good, especially in fantasy. I think he looked really good. He had like I think 82 yards and a touchdown. Like there's a lot of rushing ability. Obviously, Jane Daniels can obviously do really good himself, but then when you have a good running back, that can also be really good. And then as seventh letter said, Debo, like he did a lot too. He got a good receiving and also good rushing. Like there's a lot of just rushing ability from 3 different players and at 3 different positions. There's a lot to hold down. And this is like no real disrespect to the Packers. It's just like there's a lot there. Mm-hmm. And I think if anything, it's going to be like offensive more than anything. Like I'm not like totally like on the Washington defense. Like they did okay, obviously versus the Giants, but the Giants, man, I mean, it's the Giants, so it's not the same level. I think just because there's so many weapons there, I would say the Commanders would probably take that over the Packers. But I do think it would be I think it would be a close game, either 24-20 or 27-24 somewhere. Like it would be, I think it would be close just because there's going to be a lot of offense, I think, more than anything.
Tell you what, yeah.
Having said that, I will say the Packers were able to stop, obviously, Gibbs.
But there wasn't. Yeah, obviously, I think we all made those points. The mobile quarterback, and I think Debo has a good game. I think Scary Terry has a good game. Terry McLaurin. And I think the Washington Commanders win 27-21. Look at that, right under the over/under at 48.5, at 48. So go ahead and do the under with the Packers this year. I think, right, Trev? Maybe the under. But hey, all right, moving on to let's go ahead and do the Vikings game, and then we'll finish off with the Bears game at the end. I said that 7th letter. It's the Bears game. All right, so the Vikings have an interesting matchup with the Falcons. So Shelby, when you look at the Vikings this week, obviously it's the matchup of the quarterbacks who were in the national championship game a couple years ago. So tell us a little bit about that game and what your keys are, do you think, for the Vikings beating the Falcons?
Well, who won the national championship? Oh, yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Harbaugh, Jim Harbaugh.
I think that this is going to decide if last week was a fluke, because really that's like the question, you know what I'm saying? Because we did see, regardless of how we finished, we saw how he played in the beginning, JJ McCarthy. But I think for Vikings fans, because I know you all week have been like, oh, the Vikings fans are delusional now. Blah, blah, blah. I think it's less about, oh my gosh, we have Tom Brady, and more that we actually have a quarterback who has that dog in him. Because you think about, we had Sam Darnold and Kirk Cousins and then Case Keenum. None of those people were people that had that like grit because it wasn't even just that he turned it around, is that you could see like the confidence and the anger and the fire that was under him to keep going. And that was his very first game, was prime time in Soldier Field. It was so loud that even Caleb Williams was doing false starts, because like you saw the one where McCarthy was like clapping. And like I've said before, I'm going to be there at the game, obviously. Sunday Night Football in US Bank Stadium is unreal. And I think that everybody went into practice today and was like, oh my gosh, there is something here with this team. And that alone is going to put so much more heart into an already very family-oriented team. And we got McCarthy going against someone that, like you said, is a rematch situation. And people have been talking shit about McCarthy since that, being like, oh, you know, was he really the star of the championship? Whatever. He's only lost twice in his entire college career to high school. I'm just saying. But yeah, I mean, I'm nervous just because, again, I did see how we played that first 3 quarters against the Bears. But I think Sunday Night Football, the energy, I think that everyone, seeing the way that they gelled in the fourth quarter from all ends, if we can get that for all the quarters. But I guess I've been saying that the last couple of years, if we could just play the same way as we do in the fourth quarter and play it in the other quarters, we would be amazing. But I think we got it. I think that the energy is so high right now. But also the Vikings have a history of completely getting slaughtered after they have a break.
I love that. There it is. That's the Vikings. We love to hear. Not getting
Every
too
time
excited.
we have some insane game, the next game we just get fucking obliterated.
All right, and this could be a trap game too, because a lot of people are like, Vikings. I think the the Falcons could be sneaky good. But what about you, Skullman? Are you in on the Vikings this week as well?
I mean, going off your point of like Vikings fans, I mean, I think at the end of the day, when it comes to Vikings fans, it does not matter how you did the week before. I'm still going to be anxious about the game. Like, it does not matter like how poor the game is or anything. I'm going to be anxious about it. Like, I'm just going to be worried just because,
history.
Like, I mean, like the first 3 quarters of that last game, like I was like, well, this kind of sucks, you know, like it is what it is. I will say though, if they're able to obviously carry over everything, I think they're able to do it. I mean, the offensive line, I think, like, generally speaking, was like some of the best pass blocking. I think according to PFF, like they were the second best in the entire NFL. And so I think like that's a really good thing, especially with like Falcons' like high blitzes that they run.
And Darisaw might be back.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Like we like were that without Darisaw. Like Darisaw is a great offensive lineman. And the fact that we were out with him, and I think that was like a game time decision too last week. So I think I'm hopeful that like that will happen, and they'll be able to bring him in, because that was arguably like a lot of the times that like the Bears were able to like actually get to McCarthy was through I forget his name. I think School or I forget his name, but unfortunately he was the fault of that specific situation. And then on top of that, I think Jordan Mason is going to be one of the bigger like keys to this game. And I say this because the Buccaneers last week were able to, like, their running game was able, like with Bucky, he was able to be stopped by that defense. Thing is, Bucky's run style is more like Aaron Jones. He's kind of like that shifty, can be received, can do all that. Mm-hmm. Jordan Mason is a very different thing. And even Rashad White is not the same type of running style that Jordan Mason is. Mm-hmm. So I think like if Jordan Mason can really do exactly what we saw him do in I don't remember when I think it was mostly the fourth quarter of last game. He can do that again. That is something that they're not prepped to deal with. And I think that's one thing. It was honestly why the Lions were so successful in the run game last year, is they had that like somewhat different running. You have the fast guy. Obviously we have Jones. He's a little older, but like, you know, like you have that And then you have Montgomery, who's like kind of the more powerful runner. The thing is, Jordan, it's the opposite type of situation where we have the younger, more powerful runner. Jordan Mason, if he starts going off, there's a lot there that he could really push through. And we saw, if anything, with the Falcons, like that game was tight. I think as Trev was saying, is like that game was tight. And so like Baker was able to produce a decent offense in that. And that's with Drake London and Kyle Pitts. Yeah, like Bijan is another point. I'll say that. Like if he's able to like do what he like is able to do, he's a game changer for sure.
Yep.
But generally speaking, like obviously we have the best wide receiver in football. Like especially after last week, we did better than Jamar Chase, that's for sure. At least based on week 1. But like, and if McCarthy at the end of the day, he does not have to be a Tom Brady. He does not have to be a Patrick Mahomes. He does not have to be a Josh Allen. He does not have to be a Lamar. We need a guy that has that ice in his veins and is able to win the game. That's all we need. And if he's able to do that and was able to replicate what he did in the fourth quarter, and they're able to keep him comfortable with the offensive line, Jordan Mason going off, we will be a winning team at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, Penix is I still think finding like the chemistry there.
Yeah, for sure.
And obviously there's
London may be out as well, I think. So, but all right. So you're picking the Vikings though? Oh, good.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yes, very much so. I would say generally maybe 24-14 or maybe 17.
All right.
But I will say with the London thing, I think the coach said he expects him to play, so I'm not counting him out. But but I think the Vikings defense can hold him, especially with the possibility of Harrison coming back.
All right. So 7th letter. Do you think the Falcons or the Vikings are going to win?
I give it to. I just don't believe in the Falcons.
All right. All right,
short and sweet. I like it.
Trev, what about you? Vikings or Falcons?
It's a tough one. I think you guys are right about being nervous about McCarthy. Like, which guy are we going to see? Fourth quarter McCarthy? Or are we going to see? He's still new. And I don't get why you guys love Mason so much. I'm telling you right now, Aaron Jones is a better running back. You guys, I don't know what you're seeing compared to me, and they've decided he's the number 1 there. Mason is the number 1, but I don't know if they're just.
It's just situationally. I think when they needed to get some tough yards and they were doing that and grind at the end, I think it's just situationally, Trav. So yeah, Aaron Jones overall, but I think Jordan Mason just the bigger back and is gonna get the tough yards.
Listen, I need the Vikings to be good. I have Justin Jefferson in my biggest fantasy league. Like I need him. I need him. And when Addison comes back, you better be good. Okay? I just traded JJ McCarthy in my fantasy league, who's sitting on my bench, for George Pickens. And I'm like, JJ better not come and burn me here. I'm just saying, okay? I don't listen, the Falcons only lost to the Bucs by 3.
Falcons are not that bad.
So I think they're decent. I don't know if they're great, though. And I'm going to go with the big KOC. And you're going to find a way to win. I don't know. That defense is good. Minnesota's defense is good. I'm going to go Vikings. And this is not a reverse psychology pick. I'm going to try my best to get this one right.
All right. And that's fair. So I am actually, going to go with what I said on Twitter. And I think JJ McCarthy is going to lead the league in a certain category of touchdowns. Pick sixes this year. I think he's going to have 2 interceptions this game. One of them
he had to throw to his childhood team. That's all it was.
One of them is going to be to Jesse Bates the third, and and either him or AJ Terrell, whoever gets the second one of them is going to be a pick six. So he's going to throw a pick six. And Younghoe Koo had an issue at the end of last game. I believe he missed a field goal. I believe that he is going to redeem himself.
So did
he's going to redeem himself.
So yeah, what it is.
24-23, the Falcons win here versus the Vikings and send Viking Twitter into just the abyss. And so
from a
it would be
2-point
glorious.
loss?
It would be glorious. 1 point loss. It would be glorious. Like, JJ, he's not the guy anymore. So I am looking forward to that.
Oh my God, man.
At the end of the day, Kevin
John.
O'Connell is a QB whisperer.
I do. Yeah, I I love the big
Daniel
KOC.
Jones now. Who is that guy?
Who's that?
Right?
Look at Sam Darnold.
Exactly.
See ya.
Tell you what. Hey, that's going to be an interesting game. I think
Who's Daniel Jones? Look at his stats from last week.
Crazy.
Daniel Jones, crazy. All right, let's move on to the last game of the marquee game of the weekend for the NFC North. 7th letter. Give us the keys to the Bears at the Lions in this week, in week 2.
I don't got no keys.
No keys at all.
No, I honestly don't think that we're gonna win. Only because
you don't think the Lions are gonna win?
I don't.
Whoa.
I think I think Brady Jarrett is gonna wreck.
Yes,
thank you. Offense next week. We're too young up front, young and slow up front, and especially in the guard and the center position.
Mm-hmm.
We're just not fast enough. I think just the whole the system is messed up. It's gonna take a few weeks before we start playing right. I think after that Ravens game and things kind of get a little normal again, it'll be close because I just don't believe in y'all. And I think the fact that y'all not that good and then Caleb do something heroic at the end and Ben Johnson leaves Detroit with a win.
Wow. This is I thought I was going to be able to get you going.
I don't believe in my own team, but here's some shade toward the other team.
Such a subdued 7th letter. All right, Trev. Trev, I mean, pump up his Lions here. I mean,
listen, the Lions are going to smoke the Bears. I don't know what you're talking about. You've lost faith. I understand that we beat you down so bad that now you're in football depression. I get it. I would have been, if that happened to us, I'd be mad too. And I'd be saying the Commanders are going to win. No problem. Listen, you got to have some faith, bro. Go off. You've been telling me go off.
It ain't gonna be installed. It's the offensive line.
Listen,
I know I can't. Listen, I know I can't win. Honestly, the way that I want to play, we just ain't gonna play like that. And I know, all right, we gotta play big boy ball now. We gotta throw the ball deep. We gotta attack downfield. We ain't got no time because Brady Jarrett gonna wreck the game. I already know.
The Lions are 5.5 point favorites. This is in Detroit, 7th letter.
We was what 15-2 last year. Mm-hmm. Both our games we lost at home. At playoff game we lost at home, so that don't mean nothing.
Wow. Okay. I think your run game's still good. I guess O-line does matter. O-line does matter. So I hear what you're saying.
Well, they were such an O-line centered team. Like, how many times last year were we like, I know for me personally, a lot of my tweets, I was like, Goff has so much time. Like, if our QB had that much time, we would, because last year we were going sack.
Yeah,
but
passing, yes, we were good. Jared Goff held the ball long as hell last week. It's just the offense he's just not comfortable with it yet. It takes time.
Right. And going against Ben Johnson, it's like
he gonna know what to do.
He's gonna know the team. Yeah.
So,
all right, Shelby, are you going with the Lions? Are you going with my upstart Bears?
I'm going with the Lions. I understand, it's tough after because look, I would feel the same way if we would have never came back in the 4th quarter. I would be coming in being like, I'm over it. That's just how us real like deep fans are. It's like so hard to, because once you get a loss, you're like trying not to let yourself down by being like, nope, we're gonna lose again.
No, that's not me. I'm never down.
Yeah.
Not me.
I think that Goff is gonna have to really learn. It's just a new system, but I don't think that the Bears are consistent enough to do a whole game against the Lions, because at the end of the day, again, we're coming back to, who have the Lions been the last couple years, just like what I was saying with the Commanders. They can't, I don't believe that they declined that drastically. It's just that Green Bay is better than anybody was expecting.
And coaching matters. I think we talked about that. Coaching matters.
Green Bay is good. I ain't gonna take nothing away from Green Bay. I ain't taking nothing away from Green Bay. But like I said, if we scored in the red zone, it'd have been a different game. And that has a lot to do with the details and the things that you need. Like, you got to really know the offense for that. So like I'm not thinking that Green Bay is like that much better than us. They might be, and whatever. And the system that they're in is perfect. They got the right receivers. They're a little bit. They seem like they knew the offense better than we knew ours. So they looked a lot better than us. Definitely, they looked a lot more comfortable than we did. And if we don't get that together soon, and they don't put Isaac Tesla in the game, I'm not coming on next week. Fuck that.
Whoa! Wow!
I do like this.
Minnesota Vikings move.
All right, Skull Man. Are you going with Vikings? Or sorry, are you going with the Lions or my Bears?
I mean, so going back to what I said earlier, I actually do think I'm going with the Lions, and it comes back down to the running game, and I think that
that's fair.
Like, you look at Montgomery and Gibbs, like they're both like, you have the powerful runner and then you have the speedy runner. Those, and when you integrate those types of running situations against the Bears, I mean, we saw that in the fourth quarter. That's the thing that the Bears struggled against. And I have Aiden Hutchinson in an IDP league in fantasy. He didn't do it. Like, honestly, he didn't do anything. He is a great player. He's gonna push hard to do, especially home in Detroit. Like, he's gonna push hard.
Yep.
You're gonna have the running back game who's gonna push hard. And like Seven Letters said it, like they went into the red zone and they just didn't score. That's what happened. So like, I think that like they just need that. And obviously Campbell, as much as like I do think relatively his coaching, a lot of his success came from his offensive and defensive coordinator. He does have that like hard, like, all right, he has a dog in him. Like, I'll admit that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think he's going to be able to at least coach them at least for week 2. All right, we lost horribly. Like, Ben Johnson and the Bears, they lost, if anything, tragically. Like, it's not like with like being that close, like, that sucks. But the thing is, the Lions got their asses whooped.
Yeah, they did. They got absolutely smashed.
That's what happened. And Campbell, he's not going to hold that. Like, he does not want that to be their rep. He is going to push them. I think we're seeing, this is the type of stuff that maybe we'll see it mic'd up with a closed door. At best, that's what we're seeing. He is going to push them. I think, like, in camp, or not in camp, this week in practice, that's what's going to be pushed. And they have enough players that can make that happen.
So I kind of agree with all you're saying, and I think Ben Johnson's definitely going to push the Bears. And I'm going back and forth here. My heart wants to say I'm going to pick the Bears to win this game. But, obviously, it is in Detroit. And to your point, on the other side, the Packers did have, solid running game and a really tough runner. The Bears don't necessarily have that. So I'm going back and forth. And what I've learned about my picks is that when I make a pick, it just happens to be the opposite of actually what happens. I said the Lions were going to run all over the Packers, and obviously the opposite happened. So here we go. I am saying the game is going to be it's going to be 31-27. Now the Bears play the Lions well in Detroit, and we really should have at least tie the game and everything last year's. So I'm actually seventh letter. I'm going to say the Lions win 31-27 here. 31-27. I think Caleb's going to show some growth, but I just don't think the Bears have quite enough this week. But even though the Bears are going to go down 0-2, I'm saying that, Trev, Bears are going out down 0-2. We are still on track to be 11-6. 11-6 still, even though we're going to go 0-2. All right. Because we're going to beat Dallas and we're going to beat Las Vegas. So there you go.
Ooh.
Trev. And I picked us to lose Las Vegas. So does that make you feel a little bit better, seventh letter, that I'm picking the Lions?
No, I don't think we got. I don't think we're going to win.
All right, I'll take that. If the Bears pull off this one,
my score is 31-17. That's my prediction. I'm not good at this,
Lions?
but yeah, for the Lions. 31-17.
Your lips to God's ears, yo. I would love that. I actually felt a little warmer inside after y'all lost to the Vikings.
I bet you did.
Like Amara said,
I love that. Like everybody but Bears fans felt love when the Vikings won.
It's so
I love
funny.
that. I love that.
I knew this. I knew this day was coming.
I bought a Vikings jersey. I'm just saying that. I'm just right now. I'm just kidding. No, but
I think it's because the Lions are very lovable.
You guys always play tough, Andy.
Favre jersey.
We do. I would not be surprised if the Bears win, but I do think there's going to be a little bit more growth. I'm really that offensive line in a dome. They need to get better with that. And obviously, I think same as
it is loud there.
Yeah. So I'm a little worried about that. I do still think, the sky is not falling. Obviously, that's why I'm not going to be listening to Chicago radio in the next couple weeks here because it's just ridiculous. Just chill, everybody. We're going to be fine. We're still going to win We're still going to win the division.
Hey, by the way, Andy, that's the thing. You said that week 18 when you guys play Detroit, that's for the division.
Yes, sir.
So now you're saying the Bears are going to lose this game? You're going to say we're going to split? They're
going to split. Yep.
Okay.
But overall, the Bears are going to win the division by winning in week 18. You're
going to win the division by losing against the Vikings and the Lions?
Well, we're going to beat Packers. We'll be fine. We're still fine.
I don't think you're thinking logically on that.
Well, yeah, because the Vikings are going to end up 7-10, basically. So the Vikings will be way out of it. So it doesn't matter.
Right. Okay. Got it.
My uncle used to say, "What you doing? Thinking again?"
Tell you what, it's been a fun week. Obviously, not this week, but talking about it. I had a fun time on Twitter with Vikings fans and all the JJ McCarthy stuff. Hey, it can flip the NFL. It can flip just like that, right?
Anything can happen.
Definitely enjoy having everyone on. Skullman, where can everyone find you as we close out?
You can hit me up on X Twitter. It's at Skullman Sports, and I'll say it's been a good week, and I not just talking about it. Like it's been a good week just winning. Like at the end of the night, like excuses can be made by either team.
Mm-hmm.
We're 1-0, and y'all are 0-1. So it is what it is.
It is. Hey,
it is what it is.
Where can everyone find you, Shelby, as we close out?
You can find me at Sunday Night Football, US Bank Stadium. Vikings. I'll be there. Everybody look for me. Follow me on TikTok, The Skull Queen. I'll be blogging my experience, obviously, my game day. Get ready with me, and Shelby tweeting on Twitter, Instagram.
Always good stuff. And don't come at her once the Vikings lose. It's not her fault.
Oh my gosh. I got so many Lions and Bears, and I think I got more Lions, Bears, and Packers fans in my comments talking shit than anything.
That's the point. That's why we do this. So yeah, definitely follow lots of great stuff. I always enjoy having you back on as well. Everyone can find me on NFL Outdated on Twitter X. Find me on YouTube, and you find us on the Freezin 4 pod on the TikTok, also on Instagram at NFL Outdated. And Trevor, you're the one that's always killing all your stuff on socials. Where can everyone find you, sir?
Hey, you can find me everywhere: YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, X. Listen to all the stuff that I'm posting right here.
It's a lot of
It's
stuff.
just like I am pumping out stuff like you wouldn't believe. I'm gonna do a video tonight on Romeo Doubs. Apparently, a couple teams have been asking for him in a trade. That's big news. The Parsons stuff I'm posting. You got to go on my TikTok and just watch the Caleb Williams collage, like montage. It is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I'm just telling you right now, it's worth the price. I mean, why not? Why not? I mean, I'm trying to get this Shelby level. She posts one video and it blows up. I post 4,000 and I can't even get to as many as her, but you know.
I mean, you're a Packers fan, so I
yeah.
Come on now. Titletown? You guys never won.
Yeah,
and your franchise is better than ours? Like, come on now. Come on.
And as we close out, seventh letter, a little bit more subdued this week. Where can everyone find you, sir?
Seventh letter for Twitter X, same OG, Instagram, Facebook. See you guys next week, hopefully, if we win.
Man, Lions,
You're
you better
depressing
get
the
going.
fuck out
Like
of
this
me.
is
No statement of king of
So
the
not
king of
like
the North,
you. It's
top
like
of the
giving me
NFC North.
pain.
Well, they're
No
not anymore.
statements?
We are. We're at the top of the North right now.
Man.
Yeah,
I miss the real
It's
seventh
still
letter.
week one. I will say that.
You guys barely beat the Bears.
Tell
Come
them
on.
when.
Here, I'll do the seventh letter sign up. You can find me, same OG, Instagram, seventh letter, and the top of the NFC North, baby.
Yeah, until
That was good.
Oh,
That was
man,
good.
that was
He is
amazing.
No wonder your TikTok blows up.
Yeah. No
Well, thank
disrespect, but yeah, definitely. I get it.
It's fun.
Great stuff, everyone. Thanks for joining us, everyone, for commenting. And obviously, we will be back next week. We'll see if seventh letter is going to be back regardless.
I'll
be
be here
back.
even if we
I'll be
lose.
back. I'm just mad.
I'll be back. Yeah, if we lose too.
I was
All
upset. I'm upset. It's all right.
All right. Well, once again, it's been a Freezin for NFC North podcast.
I know it's going to be back in the first 3 quarters. So,
hey, we're not going to hibernate next week. We're going to be all at it. We're going to be here. Once again, this has been the Freezin for NFC North podcast, week 1 review, week 2 preview, lots of stuff. Just so happy to have football back and always glad to be with everyone here. So thanks again, everybody, and have a great week, and we will catch you again next week. Bear down.
Go Vikings.